Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Joyce and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working with Thaumcraft. Trying to get some stuff done with making the Arcane Assembler, and we set up not only the alchemical construct, but also started getting some automation with shards. And as you can see, I have over here all of the filters and all of the patterns for all of the 6 shards from Thaumcraft, and we're pretty much ready to start automating that as much as we need to. So for example, there's one thing that I want to do. Grass is the hardest thing to get. I just want to make sure that I do have some that's kind of off by itself wherever I need it. And then if we need to spread it later, we can. Did I put any in? Did I put some in here, by the way? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Okay, I did take care of that. I just want to make sure. So if we need shards, which currently we do, we're going to need, let's get like 3 fire shards and like 4 entropy shards and some order shards. Which I need to teach the system how to make stone slabs, which is not an issue whatsoever. So shards, let's see, we're gonna need a couple ordo shards, and everything's taken care of. Cool. So this should probably already be working. As you can see, it puts the slabs on together, and because autonomous activators, the way they work, luckily they will kind of place those correctly. Some block placers don't work, so it's good to try out different types of block placers if something doesn't work, but autonomous activators work for our farms, so that is a nice easy way to get shards. Now there was another problem we had. There are a couple problems we had. So first of all, we had the issue of we ran out of space for the redstone furnace. So this is what I did. This is my solution. I just rotated it, so I believe the face is facing the pulverizer, and just added an enemy interface on top and had the output like so. So as long as the back is empty and there's no connection anyways, so that is a way to get to work, and I've already put a bunch of the patterns that I took out in there, so we have those available to us. And then the other problem we were having is with this guy, the alchemical construct, aka the Thaumatorium. Yeah, I need to learn to read a little bit more. So I couldn't figure out, this can only remember one recipe at a time. And, well, it kind of tells you exactly how to get around that. You can have multiple. Well, sort of. By making mnemonic matrices. So that is what we need to make. And it is not too bad to make. It's harder to spell. It is just some iron, amber, and a zombie brain. So iron. Let's see, amber. We have a little bit of. And a zombie brain, which we have quite a few. And that's all. So we just add this guy. I'm going to put him right here. We're going to scan him as well. And now we can go ahead and place, so what is our earth shard? So if we grab an earth shard and place it in here, it can make either of those. So if we take, I don't know, let's say 2 of these guys and 2 iron, for example, and we put it into the chest, it should make both just as easily. So that is kind of the whole thing. It will make them one at a time, but it doesn't need to, like, I don't have to manually come over here and switch things. Every mnemonic matrix adds 2 recipes, so we can get one more recipe in there, and it will automatically kind of make whatever it can. So if we need anything else, we can do that. Alright, so all that taken care of. Let's continue on what we were doing last episode, which is working towards finishing up, let's see, where is it? The Applied Engineering quest line, the Arcane Crafting, specifically the Arcane Assembler. That is going to give us a 4K Essentia storage drive, which I would like to have. So the Arcane Assembler, as we've seen before, requires a lot of stuff. It requires a Thaumium Boss Silverwood Scepter, and this requires a lot of stuff, but the Silverwood Rod is the next thing to make, which means we need 1 of each shard. And we're going to make 2 of them, so that 1, in case we have any issues or anything like that, we don't have to worry too much. Let's make 10 water shards, why not? Any issues we have, we don't have to worry about. And then we also want extras just in case. Well, actually, we want extras for this guy. We want to stop using the gold banded reed rod and start using a better wand. This guy, by the way, might get moved. I might move him down here. I think I probably will, just to kind of clean up this area. But I'll worry about that later. So there is all that. We just need the Silverwood logs, and I just want to see how much it is. 9 of everything plus magic, so plenty of air, plenty of aqua, ordo, terra, fire, perdicio, and we should have plenty of magic. Air is about the only thing that's worrisome. So let's get like some feathers, and then what's something that gives us magic? Ender pearls, blaze rods, netherwort isn't bad. Any of the shards, and honestly, Ordo shards are not bad to get, nor are air shards. So let's get like 20 of those. It'll take a little bit, but it should be good. And what we can do in the meantime is, I have some blaze rods. We'll get some more magic. How are we doing for Arum? We have 10 Arum. That's not good. We're gonna need more Arum. So we need more essences. Ethereal essence, or essence. We don't have them. Do I have a wisp and a spawn thing? No. Oh hey, I just scanned the auto spawner. I hadn't scanned that yet. Which makes me think, have I scanned any of these machines? Breeder I have. Fluid transposer. And rancher. Okay. Tesseract, yes. Alright, so let's grab another safari net, and we're gonna head to let's see, it's a gas tier surrounded by ender pearls. And we're gonna head to the nether real quick to grab a wisp. So actually, let's go ahead and make the Silverwood rods first. Let's get most of the stuff. So there's those 3. Ordo, fire, air. There we go. And in the middle, the Silverwood log. We'll just do that. Keep an eye on everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the nether real quick after we get done with this. just so that we can start making, getting more essence. Wisps are the only thing that dropped the essence other than, well, okay, not the only thing. Eldritch Guardians, as well as actually breaking nodes, will drop all the essence. And while that is something that is good in a sense, you don't want to break nodes if you can help it. About the only ones that are ever any good to break, and this is arguable, is hungry nodes. Sinister nodes are also decent to break. That one's a little bit less argued. Hungry nodes are actually really good, but they're also really, really bad. So have I scanned that? Yes, I have. Have I ever scanned this guy? No, I haven't. So let's scan this guy. Perfect. And all the shards, so this works out nicely for us. And smack that. Alright, so this will be pretty straightforward. We'll head to the nether next. We'll go get some wisps so that we can kill wisps, so that we can get the essence. And once we get a good bit of Aurum essence from our auto spawner, we can finish up the Arcane Assembler. And then after that, I have no idea what we're going to do. I'm still working on trying to get the Savant Bees. It is a slow process, mostly because bees take forever sometimes. Actually, most times. But even with Gindustry, bees can be a little bit tedious. Mostly because we don't have much in terms of actual, like, getting more stuff. If that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. We don't have anything in terms of, like, getting more bees easily. So there is that issue. Alright, so with this, we should be able to make 2 Silverwood Scepters if we had this all full. And that one. So we'll have to come back for that. Which is fine. So let's head into the nether. And we'll get the rest of the aspects while we're like killing wisps. So should be a pretty easy trip. We just go into the nether, we capture a single wisp. It does not matter which. You know what, let's actually put on some good armor, just in case. And then from there, we don't really have to worry too much about anything else. So let's see. We'll just need to make sure that we have pretty much all the aspects, and we'll worry about that when we get back. So once we can start spawning in wisps, we'll get plenty of the... It's random essence, I think, for the most part, which is both good and bad. Hopefully it doesn't fill up our system, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think it's a lot of primal stuff more than anything else. So something I want to do is this. Alright, let's kill spiders. Can I scan? Oh, I don't have that on anymore. A lot of pigmen. Alright, so let's fly this way to the big open area over here. And it should not take too long to find a wisp. Now, eventually some stuff that we're going to end up doing with Thaumcraft is just flat out making a bunch of, or coming here and getting a bunch of nodes and sending them back to the overworld so that we can start working on getting, hey, there's a wisp. So that we can start working on getting kind of auto recharging of our wands. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to. Can I not capture wisps? I don't think I can capture wisps. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna have to farm them for now. Is there something... Let's see, recipes, no. Wispy princesses produce that. They might also create wisps, but I think we'll have to work on some stuff for getting wisps kind of consistently. There are a couple of ways we can do that, but it's going to be a little bit challenging, and it's going to require a wrath cage, because I'm thinking that's pretty much the only way to get a decent number of wisps kind of regularly. But we'll figure something out. That is a bummer. We can't capture wisps. Eldritch Guardians might not be a bad idea to try as well. Hey, there's a wisp. So we have a little bit more. These each give us 2. We need, I believe, at least 6. So we'll have to hang out here for a little bit, farming up the wisps. I kind of forgot about that part, to be honest. Making the rest of the charged thaumium wand caps did require some extra aurum essence. Alright, so don't see any wisp down here. Let's go ahead and fly this way, kill the 2 gas. And that works. I hate the bats so much. I hate fire bats. They're the worst thing ever. And there we go. He's on soul sand, which is kind of funny. And a bunch of spiders. Alright, so is this one full? No. Alright, that is... Hey, there's another wisp. Alright. That is... Let's see, 1, 2, 3... Which is 6 more. I think we had 10, and I think we need 16. I would like a little bit extra. But... we don't need too much more, so like maybe 1 or 2 more wisps if we can find them would be really nice, but otherwise I think we're pretty much good to go. Yeah. Oh hey, cool. We have discovered a new research. That is something that can happen randomly when you have a primal charm on you in your inventory. You'll get a little notification that something happens with it, and you'll get a clue to some new research. I'm not entirely sure what research that is off the top of my head, but it is something that we're going to need, probably, knowing the Agrarian Skies mod packs. So... I really could use some sort of wisp spawner. And I'm trying to think if there is a way to get one or not. Let's just try to find one more wisp, and then we will head out of here, go back home, and start working on getting all of this stuff taken care of. Like, either we need to have a wisp spawner or we need to kill Eldritch Guardians. And I don't really want to do either of those things at this point. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with these essence, and which is why it's Thaumic Energistics is a really cool mod, but it's really hard to get anywhere with it at times because of the requirement for the essences, and they are not the easiest to come by. So there we go. There's one last one. We'll just make sure there's no more wisps on the way back home. Kind of make sure, double check, look around, all that kind of fun stuff. And I think we're good to head home. We have a little bit extra wispy essence, and that is, well, I guess it's technically called ethereal essence, but it's wisp stuff. There's the ladder back. We need to go over here. I get lost in the nether a little bit sometimes. There's another wisp. Let's go ahead and kill it. It's a purple one. And it looks like it dropped a little bit extra. Alright, cool. So we got a little bit of knockback on our sword. That's okay. Not something I particularly care for, but not something I really dislike. Just more of an indifference towards that one. Alright, so let's get out of here. And unfortunately we weren't able to capture a wisp. I wonder if there's a way to get a wisp spawner. But we have Superbia. Cool. So we have a bunch of essence, and let's go ahead and get those cooking up. And then we'll try to get one of these wands filled so that we can make more stuff. So let's dump all of this stuff in here. And I missed, there we go. So we need to fill up these wands a little bit more. We need 75-ish of everything. I think this one is good to make our first Silverwood crafting scepter. Thaumcraft Silverwood Scepter. Scepters are better at crafting things than anything else. So this guy just needs a little bit more to fill up. And so let's just come over here. We'll kill everything. I'm not even going to worry about getting blood, because I mostly want mob skulls. And is this full yet? It is, so let's switch and refill our other one. There's something here that's infested with mine spiders. Alright, so with that taken care of, got a bunch of stuff in there. I want more skulls if we can, but that also filled up decently. And it's raining. Let's go sleep. So, we'll be able to make the other wand. And here's the issue. So I need to figure out if there is a good way to get essence, ethereal essence, in this mod pack or not. And then we need to make sure we have all the other stuff. So, the Arcane Assembler also requires, let's see, it is a stack of fabric making, yes, 32 permutatio. We have a little bit less than that. So let's go ahead and get just a little bit more. Copper does good. Quicksilver. Honestly, copper is probably the best. So let's get like 16 of that cooking up. And then we also need 16 each of magic and aurum. We have plenty of both of those. And 8 each of metal and crystal, which we have plenty of those. Alright, so we should have everything we need. Let's go ahead. I didn't swap the armor. Whoops. And there is the Thaumcraft Silverwood Scepter. So now that we have 2 of those, let's go ahead and hope for the best on this. So this is going to be a nasty little infusion. 25 skulls. And I don't think it matters. You know what, let's grab all the skulls we have. And let's do one more thing. Let's go grab our cleaver, which is in here, I do believe. Yes. So we're going to grab our cleaver, and we're going to try to get as many skulls from these guys as we can. Let's go ahead and charge up our wand again. And the whole reason I want to do this is just to kind of make this guy as like as good as we can. Alright, so we have a good number of skulls. Let's back away from it for a second and we'll come back. So how's this doing? It's working its way there. So the reason to use the Thaumium Boss Silverwood stuff we'll get to relatively soon. Basically it gives you a better discount for all the stuff. So this guy requires all the stuff plus this guy in the center. So let's see, 1 air, earth over here. I want some sort of organization just so that I can kind of know what goes missing if anything does. Water, fire, balance shard, scepter. Alright, well that is good. And let's go ahead and come back over here. Get as many zombie and skeleton skulls as we can. And we got a couple jack-o'-lanterns too. So 25. We'll use creepers. We'll use a mixture of all of them. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. And it shouldn't be too bad to do. The only question is the center, which might be a little bit of a pain. But it shouldn't be too bad to do. Alright. So 5 zombie skulls. Let's see. I don't want them facing me. I want them looking straight ahead. And then perfect. And then creepers. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this row. And then what we can do is skeletons for the rest. And before we do anything else, something like that, zombie heads, skeletons, and creeper. Perfect. So that should work. All these are infusion stabilizers. If we need more, we can always get more later. Not too concerned with that right now. And let's see, we're gonna need blocks. And let's see, let's get this started. So I want to make sure we have 16 Aurum. We have 20 Aurum. Alright, that is good enough. So let's go for it. Something's not right with the recipe. It's molecular assembler in the center with all of the... Let's take that off and put it back. I almost wonder if... Is there something wrong with the... So, Thaumium Boss... It says Iron Cap 1 there, but Thaumium Boss, and it looks like it has to be full. Let's try with the Iron Cap 1, because that would be the easiest thing. and I have one that's full. I just want to see if it will work or not. So that doesn't work. How about one that's full? No, so it's got to be full. So we need to fill up both of these guys, and that's going to honestly take a bit of time. So I think for now, what I'm going to do... what's going to be the best way to do this? We can just pop down here near bedrock, and we should have... some nodes down here, I thought. Maybe not. But otherwise, we can just go into the... we can go back into the nether and charge these guys up. Not too much problem. So... they are relatively dense energy wise, so like they take a lot of stuff. But let's go ahead and swap the armor, except for the goggles. We're gonna keep our goggles revealing, and let's go back to the nether and try our hardest to get these guys filled up. It's probably gonna take a little bit of time, but really it's something we have to do. And then the other thing that we can kind of do while we're here is farm more wisps, and then eventually we'll be able to get plenty of wispy essence, and I'm hoping that at some point we're going to be able to just get as many, like, we'll get a bunch of nodes and we'll send them back to our base. And then the whole idea with that is if we do that, then we can charge our wand up at our base, which would be really, really nice. So we have some common treasure. These nodes like to be down near the lava, in my experience, so let's just head this way and see what we can find. So the nether is somewhat dangerous, but not really that dangerous. We have a thing on our portal. So yeah, right here is a node, and it has a bunch of stuff. It's actually a pretty good node. So we'll just charge up as much as we can, and then continue on. So what are we to? And we got a while. The biggest thing is I really need to avoid even coming close to touching Q. I do not want to drop this stuff into the lava. So we're going to just recharge this wand as best we can. And I have a feeling that is the issue. Otherwise, relogging might be what we need to do. And there we go. Get a bunch of fire. I might, you know what? I think I'm going to end up doing this off camera. So, next episode, we are immediately going. I'm going to double check. We'll try to. I'm going to get one of these guys charged up. And then what we'll do is, I don't know, I'll do something so that I can potentially, like, I don't know, I'm going to look it up and see if we need to have 2 charged wands, or if I'm wasting my time doing this. If I'm wasting my time doing this, then probably what the issue is getting just relogging, which is something I probably should have tried before doing this. So you know what? Let's head back to the base real quick. I just want to take one more little peek and see if there's any more nodes. Super obvious. Don't really see any. Okay, so let's head back And you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to relog. Yeah, let's just go back. We'll relog and then see what happens. If it is a relogging problem, then that's fine. But if it's not, hey, this is where we fought the butterfly. But if it is a relogging problem, then great. If not, I'm gonna have to charge up both of these wands just to be sure, and that's gonna take some time. I'll probably honestly just do some blood magic. That seems like the better way to do this. But either way, it doesn't really matter too much to me. It's just a matter of doing it. So let's head back into the portal and we'll clean up our inventory. I will relog and see if this works. So if it does, great. If it doesn't, nice little surprise there. If it doesn't, then that's fine. It doesn't matter too much to me. So I'm gonna empty out my inventory and let's quickly relog. So this won't take too long, and we'll see if this does anything, if it helps. So I believe this one is, yeah, not very full. Yeah, okay, that didn't help. So I'm going to make sure that I do need to charge these up, and then I'm going to go do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next time we're going to finish up this guy and go from there. So yeah, I'm also going to look and see if I can figure out any good ways to get basically a wisp spawner. I know that there is in, let's see, where is Forbidden Magic? Right here. Forbidden Magic has the Wrath Cage, which this guy, you make a Wrath Cage, and then for every creature spawned, the Wrath Cage requires a bit of Essentia piped into its internal reserves, or you can just pump Ira, which is Rage, or Dissidia, so for some reason. So in order to attune for a specific creature, you have to have a imprinting crystal. Slaying a compatible creature with a Diabolus Fork while carrying a blank imprinting crystal will attune the crystal to that monster. So, and that's how you do that. For the record with all of that, that is actually a quest line. So we are going to have to do it at some point. I have 6 quests. Oh, because I was killing stuff. So Mob Hunter. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of things here. So yeah, where is it? Thaumcraft? Is it in Thaumcraft? I didn't think it was. I think it's in Sky Farm. Yeah, the Diabolus Dinner. So that'll give us another blank imprinting crystal and a Wrath Cage. So this might be the method, but I don't know. I'll have to kind of see if there's any other ways, any other good ways to do this, to get the a wisp spawner basically. And yeah, then we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!